let's meet the starters.
How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Bridges out there with Mark Williams. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Green. Brooks finds Green. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
Green lethal off the catch. Good rhythm on that play.
And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
Here's Thompson, following the basket by LaMelo Ball. The layup missed. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, Ball plays with so much confidence. You know this guy believes in what he can do, including finding ways to score it inside.
Bucket is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Pass to Miller. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Now Bridges. Down low. Here's Ball. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Thompson against Bridges. Lets it fly. Hornets with the rebound. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 14 feet away. Ball no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
And Green slams it in.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's Charlotte. They lead by 1. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Steven Adams is out there with Jabari Smith. Then it's Tari Eason. Then there's Whitmore, and it's Green in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Williams has got the lead up to 4 now for Charlotte.
When Williams stretches his range beyond the arc, it makes it tough on defenses.
From deep, Green. Diabate grabs the board.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, "It feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time." Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Şengün's checked in for Adams. Amen Thompson comes in for Jabari Smith. Brooks checked in for Tari Eason. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Cam Whitmore. There's Green with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Green's got 8.
Exactly how you run the pick and roll. Green looking very comfortable and confident in these sets.
There's Ball with the 3. The Rockets pull it in. And this matchup with the Hornets, it's their first game of the NBA's regular season.
Yeah, and a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold, hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year.
You know, those were games where you thought they could get a win. But now they need to forget about it. It's in the past, let it go, and they've got to focus on the present and try to make a better run of it this time.
Whitmore, he's checked in for Green. Okogie's checked in for the Hornets.
Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And here's Miller outside, and some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hornets lead by 2. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment.
You take a look at the Hornets, you really get to see what they're made of. After your hard work in the offseason, yeah, you have big.
And now breaking down the first half we saw, what can you say about LaMelo Ball? He's putting on a show.
Taking his time on offense.
Thank you for being with us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Nice game, great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Williams is out there with Bridges, and it's Okogie in at the 3. Look, obviously, this is a results league for head coaches, and we're always going to see lots of changes at that position.
I think you're exactly right. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I would like to see owners and general managers and decision makers be a little more patient, give coaches a little more runway, but we know it's a results-oriented league, and oftentimes the reality is that it's easier to change one coach than it is perhaps to change a handful of players on a roster that's not performing.
It's close, but didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
For 3, Van Vliet. Rebound by Williams. The Hornets trail. Here's Okogie. The shot's good.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And Thompson gets to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Green's got the lead up to 2 now for the Rockets.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Van Vliet attacking. A shot, no good. Excellent D there from Ball. For 3, Okogie. Drains it from beyond the arc. Okogie's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, because of his athleticism, when Josh Okogie is knocking down the three-point shot, he is really uber dangerous.
And Thompson throws it down. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Here's Ball. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
You know, because Ball is so skilled, defenders try to get physical with him, rough him up a bit, but it doesn't faze him. That rarely works against Ball.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Hornets ahead. They lead by 1. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Thompson is out there with Alperen Sengun. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Green, no stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Mark Williams. Free throw good, Green.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on it.
Van Vliet against Ball. Beyond the arc. The Rockets pull it in.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Green. That ball. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. A 2-point game. Connects from 3-point range. Ball's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Thompson misses.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Right wing. Money!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
On the wing, Green. For the 3. And no good that time. And so it's Charlotte with it. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
I do not know if there's a more confident family in the NBA. Ball wants the ball when it matters most.
Outside, Green. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Cold-blooded shot in the clutch. And a big moment right there from Jalen Green.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the break, listen in with Charles Lee and his team. Now he emphasized it's anybody's game right now. He told his guys to focus on finishing the task at hand and not to get distracted. He wants them to go out there and play with authority. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Ball against Van Vliet. 5 to shoot. Bridges, no one around him. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
And so it's Charlotte with it. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
From deep, Green. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if he's stacking up threes the way he is. I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty.